Shalom. I'm gonna give all honor and praises to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA BAHASHAM, QADASH. Divine Estate, Ezra, Apostle Great Millstone, Jesus, Jesus, Sincerity, Salvation to the hopeful, let the spirit of the forecast today. Alright, so the title of this is going to be a response to John Cena in the yearly Oscars ritual. Alright, John Cena in the yearly Oscars ritual. It was a um, this was inspired, inspired by the Holy Spirit, to do a lesson on this, right? Because through the Spirit, I believe John Cena, I believe he's a Jake. A Jake is just like a two-third Israelite. Well, I believe he's a Jake. He got the swag. Um, as a Jake. So I believe there's really gonna be a Jake, but you know, just never know about these things. But you know, um, but yeah. So because you know our people watch, two-thirds, we watch these different Oscars and these different, you know, television TV shows, right? You know, right, and they're like, they're doing rituals right in our face, right? So they need to be exposed first of all, okay, because we are aware deception of what we eat, of Esau, you know. You can, people laugh at the different things, right? They see the entertainment, but if you go deep and you go deep into it, go deep down the rabbit hole, right? As some people say, you know, there's wickedness behind it. Really, it's wickedness. Okay, so I'm gonna play this little video, and then I'm gonna, um, you know, bring out some precepts.
Most legendary wrestlers a part of the WWE. He was pretty much the face of the WWE back in the 2000s. While he dominated in the ring, recently John Cena has gone on to dominate elsewhere. In Hollywood, Cena is amongst one of the few wrestlers who managed to successfully transition from pro wrestler to mega movie star. For someone who claims they can't be seen, the world's seeing a whole lot of him in many of the biggest Hollywood titles. While it's obvious John Cena is becoming the next Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, it does seem the success he is receiving is coming at a price that many Hollywood stars are forced to pay. A price that the world saw a glimpse of at this year's Oscar ceremony. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, I'm joined by my good friend Chris.
What's up, guys?
We're going to be talking about John Cena's recent Oscar appearance and breaking down exactly what it meant. Let's get right into it. In the 2000s, John Cena was one of the biggest names in the WWE. He was the world WWE champion and was loved by just about all wrestling fans. While Cena had the WWE in a headlock, the last thing the world was expecting was for Cena to go from wrestler to movie star. But in a few short years, he did. In the mid to late 2000s, Cena was at his prime, and this is when he would first try acting. In 2008, he was cast to be in a WWE movie called The Marine as the lead role. The movie made money, but it didn't do a good job at showing Cena's acting ability, and people labeled him a bad actor. The movie was also not received well by fans, and its 17% Rotten Tomato score reflected that. Cena wouldn't let this stop his acting pursuit, as he would give it another try on the WWE film 12 Rounds. This one performed a little bit better, with a 37% Rotten Tomato score, but still didn't demonstrate John Cena's ability to act well or show the world that he would be this massive movie star. His next film was called Legendary, and it also performed poorly, performing worse than his last movie 12 Rounds. It was looking pretty obvious that John Cena wasn't a good actor, nor was he movie star material. Somehow, a couple years later, John will start changing his perspective. Starting in 2015 out of nowhere, John will start getting roles in big Hollywood movies like Trainwreck. This movie seemed to really be a turning point for Cena's Hollywood career. After this, he has been in movie after movie, even landing a role in the blockbuster Fast and the Furious franchise. Cena, who was once labeled a bad actor and appeared to have no career in the movie business, somehow became one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. How exactly did this happen when it appeared clear to everyone from his first three films that acting wasn't for him? Well, if you saw how he showed up to this year's Oscars, you would see exactly what he did to make it. As I am writing this, John Cena is currently trending all over social media due to how he showed up to this year's Oscar Awards. He showed up wearing nothing at all, covering himself with just an envelope. The entire stunt was supposed to be a skit created for the show by Jimmy Kimmel and Cena, when Cena recreates a moment that happened 50 years before at the 19th Oscar ceremony. The skit starts with John telling Jimmy that he no longer wanted to do the stunt, with Jimmy talking him into doing it. This is when John Cena slowly walks out the stage, clothesless, covering his body with only an envelope. While many people burst out laughing watching this, many others were left with the question of why. Why in the world is John Cena presenting something so prestigious as the Oscar award like that? While to most people it seems like just a dumb, funny skit, what they are all failing to realize is that this was more than a skit. It was a planned out Masonic ritual, and I will explain exactly what I am referring to. Everything about this part of the Oscars was presented as a Masonic ritual. The Masonic organization OTO, Ordo Templi Orientis, which was at one point led by the famous occultist Aleister Crowley, had rituals for several different degrees that required the initiate to be clothless. Furthermore, the Gnostic Mass that Crowley would host in his OTO and Thelema lodges contained a high priest who led the ceremony clothless. This clothless ritual is also done in the first Masonic initiation ritual. The book revealed that during the first Masonic initiation ritual, the member is stripped of his clothes and made to wear a Masonic pair of initiation drawers they have in every lodge. In the book, it states the candidate during this time is divested of all his apparel and furnished with a pair of drawers kept in the lodge for the use of the candidates. He is then blindfolded, his left foot bare, his right into a slipper, his left breast and arm nude, and a rope called a cable tow around his neck and left arm. Captain Morgan was a former Freemason from the 1800s who joined the order just to expose the Masonic order's secrets, something that he was eventually taken out for. Once the Mason takes the oath clothless, he is then gifted a Masonic apron and attire representing his rebirth. If we look at John Cena, he walks into the stage clothless, but when he goes to announce the winner for Best Dress, they then dress him in clothing. As they put clothes on him, they purposely leave his left chest area out in the open, just like it states is required in the Masonic initiation ritual. If we look at John Cena, he is standing facing us, which means his left side is exposed, just like it states is required during the ritual. In the book, The Mystery of Freemasonry, it states he is then blindfolded, his left foot bare, his right in a slipper, his left breast and arm naked, and this is just how John Cena is shown down to the slippers. It's obvious this was a Masonic ritual. While I don't think John was being initiated into the Masonic order during the Oscar, as he has been a Masonic puppet for a long time, this was definitely a Masonic ritual done to represent a rebirth into a certain degree. It could be a reference to one of the many rebirth rituals done by the Masonic offshoot, the OTO. What makes all of this even more interesting was Jimmy Kimmel's involvement. Jimmy Kimmel was 100% a Masonic puppet. What most people don't know about Jimmy is that his show, The Jimmy Kimmel Show, is filmed in the Hollywood Masonic Lodge. He literally walks into a Masonic lodge every time he films the show. While the show is being filmed, Masonic rituals are being done in the room next to him. Jimmy in this ritual played the leader of the ceremony as he presented John Cena to the Grand Worshipful Master. All of the award shows are used for Masonic rituals. This is why they call it the Oscar Award ceremony. The Freemasons are known to practice ceremonial magic. The ceremony in itself is a ritual they make the world watch. John Cena was going through a ritual, and the world got to watch it, something that we've seen many times before. We have seen Madonna and Britney performing an initiation ritual at a previous award show long ago. What's interesting is that Britney revealed that Madonna had actually initiated her into the Kabbalah in her recent book. Even Pink did a Masonic initiation ritual during one of the award shows she attended. This is the reason John Cena is getting all of these movie roles. It's the reason why he came to the Oscars like this, and it's the reason why he dressed up like a woman for his last movie, pushing the Baphomet agenda. They have John Cena pushing the Little Nas X agenda just like every other star they allowed to make to the top. For his last movie, they showed John Cena dressed like a full-on woman. You think it's a coincidence he dressed up like this for this movie, pushing the Little Nas X agenda, and then he's hosting the Oscars clothless? John Cena has been a puppet for a long time. When he got in the WWE, he was already displaying Masonic hand gestures. Photo after photo, we can find John Cena displaying the 666 hand gesture, showing that he took the oath. He sold out long ago, and it's the reason why he made it to the top.
Yeah, it's obvious they chose John Cena.
So, we got like, you know, probably gonna bring out a precept here. and probably play the rest afterwards. But yeah, so as you can see, you know, the truth, no truth is he runs basically the whole background check on John Cena, and as you can see, it shows him what putting having a women attire, okay, you know him dressed on as a full on 10-year-old girl, okay, 12-year-old girl, how doesn't I wouldn't say that because that ain't no 12-year-old 10-year-old girl dressed like that, but as a woman, how you want to put it, um, but yeah, like and this is what you had to do, when you go to Hollywood, you know, you have to do these type of rituals, okay? You have to do these type of things, right, to make it into society, right? And like Tristan said, like John Cena, he saw it a long time ago, right? So but I'm gonna bring out here Isaiah third chapter, Isaiah 3, because again, this is referring to the Israelites, but I believe to the spirit that John Cena, he's an Israelite, he could be Edomite, but I think the spirit is like, because Israel was kind of among our nations, right? So I'm gonna hear Isaiah third chapter. Let's see. Yeah, Isaiah 39. It says, um, I was gonna start here. Isaiah 39 says, for Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord Yabashasha to provoke the eyes of his glory. Okay, you know, because of what the wickedness. Okay, of Israel, right? You know, they show of their countenance those witness against them, and they declare that sin at Sodom. Here's the point: they hide it not. Okay, they declare their sins at Sodom, and they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Okay, I'm getting this in NLT. You know, so um, and it says that the very look on their faces gives them away. They display their sin like the people of Sodom and don't even try to hide it, right? And this is a example right here, these are examples, okay? You have a lot of Jates doing this, okay? Not just John Cena, okay? You have a lot of Jates, okay? Your favorite, NBA player, okay? Football player, whoever, Jates, wearing this, dressing up, wearing skirts, you know, um, women apparel, okay? To what? To please their masters, to please Satan, okay? Rock, right? Lead to the Spirit. Rock is the Rock is Dwayne Johnson. His name is Jake. Okay, as well. Right here. So let me just skip forward.
And these celebrities know that their
So
time.
you know you have Israelites. And Wiki E. And really you should be really this what consider what sodomy, right? Not I won't say sodomy, but it's a breaking the law. Okay, that's the judgment for that. Okay, Leviticus 18. Or Leviticus 21. The garment. To turn 22. Okay, I was thinking about determine. That's a lot to turn 22. To turn 22. Turn 22 and 5, it says, the woman should not wear that which pertains unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power. Okay, the Most High. So, and it's abomination to the Lord, right? So if you're doing that, then ultimately you're wicked. And, you're going off. I don't care how famous you are, what status you have, okay, whether you're rich, poor, etc. Okay, if you're doing this, okay, if you're doing this, you're an abomination to the Lord. Okay, you're a wicked. Ultimately, you're a wicked abomination. Abomination is a disgusting, in ritual sense. Okay, you know, and ethical sense of wickedness. Okay, so in ritual sense of unclean, so you're unclean to the Lord. You're disgust. You are like a disgust. The Lord doesn't delight in you, basically. And the Lord ultimately going to destroy you, right? You know, because you're what? You're doing something abominable. Okay. NLT. I'm reading this. NLT says a woman must not put on man's clothing, and a man must not wear woman's clothing. Anyone who does this is detestable in the sight of the Lord. As the word detestable means deserving intense dislike. So you're the Lord. He's not pleased. He's not having. You're looked at your strong dislike in the sight of the Lord. Okay, so all you jakes that doing this, ultimately you are being reserved for that fire. Okay, and the scripture says the wicked are reserved for the day of judgment. So the Lord, He ultimately, if He want to take you out, if you're not being taken out right now, then He gonna ultimately, you're gonna wait, right? You're gonna be taken out. Um, you're gonna be taken out when the missiles start flying, chariots start coming, right? And they're destroyed by the flight. It's all for all you Jays, okay? All you wicked two-third Israelites, they think this is cool. They think that you know you want to do this, okay, to just get a come up in this society. You're gonna get destroyed, okay, if you don't repent. If you do not repent, okay, and don't become a new man, you don't change your ways, you are gonna be destroyed, okay. Okay, because this is something that Jake would do. Okay, Jake have a rap sheet of doing wickedness, right? Just doing things to sell out. Okay, you know to please other gods, right? Um, and it shows that this like that Baphomet demon is a strong demon among society, among these people. Okay, you know, um, let's see something right here. Mm, Just skip it.
and women into men. It's all about the Baphomet agenda. And like I've said
Yeah,
multiple times,
guess what?
Baphomet, this is what they do. They believe in this inverted system, and that's what they do in order to make it in
Yeah,
Hollywood. Next rock into the next wrestler turned successful movie star. But you can see that they're making them do the same hazing initiation rituals, the same things that they had all the rest of them do in order to make it in Hollywood. You have to play the game. And we have to remember everyone in Hollywood are worshippers of Baphomet. They This is what they do. They believe in this inverted system, and that's why they try to merge men into women and women into men. It's all about the Baphomet agenda. And like I've said multiple times, Baphomet is part man, part woman, part beast. And that's exactly the spirit of Hollywood. That's what they embody. That's what they're pushing. That's the agenda that they're using these stars to push. This is why we see The Rock wearing a dress in Tooth Fairy. This is why we see John Cena wearing women's clothing for this latest movie. This is why we see all comedians being forced to put in dresses. And I've done a whole video exposing this entire agenda. You can watch it after this one. This was a video that wasn't recommended to many people
So
because they don't want people to see this. This is something that they're pushing so heavily. They don't want no one speaking out against it. But in reality, we see all of the celebrities have to take this path. They all have to do the same.
pause right there. Yeah, you can, as the truth is says, they're promoting the Baphomet agenda, right? You know, and it's why the Lord has to come back, right? He has to come back and get rid of the whole society, right? Get rid of, Wiki E, okay? Because if we don't, then, um, what? We there gonna be no such be saved because everyone gonna be what? Everyone is gonna be AI. Everyone gonna be, everyone gonna get consumed by the system, okay? So, or just, or or dead, so to speak, So the Lord, He gonna come back and He gonna delete the why we have elect. Okay, this is why there shall elect among the nation of Israel. So we know that the Lord is coming back. I'm hypothetically speaking, right? But we know that the Lord is gonna come back, right? So yeah, I'm gonna close out here with Job 30, um, and 8. Job chapter 30, verse 8. It says, they were children of fools. Okay, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And it's speaking to what? You Edomites, okay? Especially you top bankers elite. They were children of fools. You had children of base men. And what they promoting, what shows that it's showing that what they're base it's showing that it's showing who they really are. Okay. You know, it's them promoting this wickedness, promoting them wickedness, showing that they're really base. Okay. You know, um, I'm gonna look this up. Base, shame. Okay. Base, reputation, fame, glory. All right. Renown. Okay. Yeah. So which goes back to them being like at the bottom, right? Them being low. Okay. They're low. They're low in morals. Okay. Them being low in morals. Okay. Having no morals. I'm gonna that word. Because they describe Esau. Morals are the principle we follow that help us know the difference between right and wrong. Okay. And more. Yeah, yeah, more and just behavior. Okay. Promiscuous and unprincipled in sexual matters. Right. Okay. We getting somewhere with this. Immoral. I like it. Immoral. Morally wrong or outside society's standard of acceptable and its immoral behavior. Okay? And this is why what we can either call this is why we can either call it the base man because what he's immoral. Okay? He's out he's profane. Okay, he's outside the temple, right? He can't he's outside society's standards of acceptable. This is why the laws was given to him. Okay. Synonyms for immoral, you have unlawful, sinful, evil. Okay, vicious, vile. Okay, vile. Right, and we'll go back to this word. Um, in Job 38, it says that he was vile. He was a vile. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me just do back. Job 38 says they were children of fools. Uh, they were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. Okay, they were viler than the earth, which were low standards. Okay, they were outside of society's standards. Okay, which is shown. Okay, with what the Lord said that He really, put so much in Daniel 7 chapter, right? For the living might know. Okay, that the Lord He ruled among men, and He even set up the basis of man. Okay, we're proving what that wicked E. Job 9:24. And we on the road games in the hand of the wicked. Okay, so wicked E controls this world basically. He controls the society, right, and how's reign, right. So but we know he gets the power from what Satan, which is Satan controlled through the Yabashasha, okay, the Lord, right. So really, is the Lord. The Lord controls both sides ultimately, but in a physical as in a physical aspect, Wiki E, he's doing wickedness basically, right? He's promoting wickedness, right? So be viler to drive away. Yeah, we brought the definition, right? Whichever goes back to being immoral, okay? Um, which means to be aware, to be outside society standards, right? Um, okay. And more unlawfully sinful, evil, vicious, vile, bad, wicked. Okay. So wicked, he's immoral. Okay. Edomites are immoral. Okay. And it's been shown. Okay. They promote it. You see it daily. Okay. Again, the air you breathe, the food you eat. Okay. The different television, um, the different, TV shows you watch. Okay. Sports, entertainment industry. movie industry, etc. Okay, it will keep promote nothing but immoral behavior. Okay, so there was a quick response. Again, you can go watch this whole video. I just want to play a few um, little things from it. Okay, again, John Cena in the year the Oscars ritual. Okay, response. Um, but yeah, and again, it's not only John Cena that does this. It's a lot of our people, who wear skirts, and do these different rituals just to get a little come up in this society, right? Which shows what this is why scripture that the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, because what in order, when our people love, I was just close it up. I might want to just close it on that one then. Okay, the love of money is the root of all evil. The water Yahawah. Um, go here. 1 Timothy 6:10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows." Okay, so yeah, it is about what you Israelites in the truth as well. You profiteers. Okay, you people who um is in this truth for money, right? Go back to what those first, those that board game, right? That Hebrew is like board game, right? Where you have to, they have all these different names. So I don't know what board game is about. I know they have all types of different names, for they can bring more, money, right? For people can buy their board games because they know if they put Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, to Zaba from Jim Carolina, and I believe it as well through the spirit, If they only put Yahweh Shah, or they only put Yahweh Yahweh on that board game, then only people who call on that Yahweh Yahweh gonna buy the board game. Right, which is all we're not the Lord said don't make merchandise out of the truth. Okay. So really, two-third mind said, right, that they gonna only buy the game, they um if it was like it was some names of it, right? That like all these different names. But again, we're not Lord. He ain't dealing with the board games, right? You know, why we need a board game? This truth. This truth. Okay, this truth. We were supposed to suffer. Okay, we're supposed to suffer. You know, um, when I mean about suffer, I mean about like um, much is given, much is required, right? Much is given, much is required. So we're given this truth, we're gonna let, you know, there are gonna be some, it was just scripture said, as much understanding, I get it, you know, um, that increasing wisdom, increasing understanding, suffering, increasing something like that, but yeah, but you have Israelites, they're not suffering, right? They're using the truth to gain money, okay, you know, but that's a different topic for a different another time. I'm going back to what I'm going back to what 2/3 Jates, right? Two-thirds Jate that's in the society, who's selling out for money, okay, and the way they sell out is by, you know, doing whatever their master tells them to do, right? Um, part of that was wearing skirts, okay, doing it from the, taking it you know, your man taking it from behind, or your female, just being and just doing other acts, right? That you know that defile you, your body defile you, right? So they're doing defile things, okay? For money, okay? So that's why Scripture said. Now, the scripture was really pertaining to those who were in the truth, because the instruction to those who minister, right? So basically, talking about you, I'm using it for now. I'm using it to describe two thirds, okay? About people who are not in the church, okay? For the love of money is the root of all evil, okay? Is the root of all evil, right? Because you know, especially two thirds, Jake, with this society not being our society, right? You know, our people do anything to make it come up, right? So it's the root of all evil, it's the root of to doing all types of mental wickedness, right? And not just describe some, right? Which while some covet it after, okay, not people do. Our people, those who are in the truth and those who are not in the truth, they covet after this money, right? After this worldly money, so to speak, okay. Our people don't covet after the word, okay. You know, um, they want money, right? The truth ain't too. I'm really speaking about you one that's in the truth, right? Clearly, this word, the truth, no, it's not enough for you, right? So you need to make money, right? You know, out of the truth, okay? Which shows how these lies. You people are going, you're gonna get a special kind of distortion, okay? You're gonna get a special kind of distortion. They have erred from their faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, right? So, because ultimately, you're not having faith, right, in Yahweh Shai that He can provide. You know, you have you're not having faith that the Lord can provide, right? So this is why I said you have erred from faith. Okay, pierce themselves through many sorrows. Okay, because ultimately, that money is only going to lead to your downfall. It's only going to lead to your destruction. Okay, and now two thirds of our people they have lost faith. Okay, remember they don't know who Yahweh Shai is. Um, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And then see it says, and some people crave money, have wandered from the true faith, and pierced themselves in sorrow. And that is what the true faith is: trusting in the Lord that He can provide. Right? That's having faith. Knowing that when you, no matter how much money, kind of like 100, 200, 300, $50 in your account, right? But just have that little faith that the Lord is going to provide, the Lord is going to get your daily bread. You know, that shows what true faith. Okay, and we're all gonna be in. We're coming in a time period in society, right? Where we're gonna make a decision. Okay, we're all gonna be get tested, whether we're gonna be, with the Lord, or whether we're gonna be with Wiki and His systems. All right, and that when true faith is gonna really show. Okay, we can all say that we can all say that we never gonna bow down to Wiki, okay, the system, but when things start to take away from you, and stuff like that, then that when true faith is going to show. But then we had to continue to pray daily that the Lord continue to strengthen our faith, right? Continue to strengthen our faith that we will continue to endure, any test, any trial, anything that come, and continue to have faith in Him, okay, faith in the Lord that He can provide, so. And that ultimately showed true faith, right? That showed true faith and not wavering, okay? You know? So I'm going to close it here. Um, because I hit the point, Um, but yeah, I'm going to close it by giving all underground praises to Yahweh Shabbat Shalom. To the next time, say Shalom.